As Flambeau likes to call it, the ignorant pick.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, there's definitely something going on in Hysen's mind with this Taros pick. Generally speaking, we've been seeing Hysen really trying to play up that Thor, and it just hasn't been having that same success. Like you said, kind of struggled in the Summer Championship. So I kind of like that he's just going out with something different, maybe a little bit more EU with this axe. But on the other side, in Ninja729, you're talking about how you're not really crazy about this Onyx, and I kind of have to agree. His cannon has these pops here and there, but it hasn't been that consistent cannon that we're used to seeing from him.
And especially his gauntlet edge guards just leave so much to be
They were a bit
desired.
rough.
Just because, like, I'm hearkening back to the days of yore when Ninja was like one of the most incredible players in EU. So that's something that I just don't see a lot of, is his second weapon aside from cannon. Like Sidra, his sword looks good. So we'll see if he swaps to that or if he's just totally into the Onyx today. He has some damage on the Hysen, but
Oh,
definitely
snap.
the lead is in Hysen's favor. Keep in mind, Onyx is pretty thick.
Yeah. She's definitely got some defense, and of course that D-Sig did take a little bit of a hit recently in the recovery, so if Hysen overcommits to that, it's going to be a bit more risky, but a stomp side air might be enough to do this. The Ninja729 playing perfectly around it, making sure he doesn't put himself into any awkward spots where he can get caught. The Nair will be enough. Hysen going to take the first stock.
Now, I think you were the one, maybe it was Tazza. I think Tazza was the one in the green room, and certainly other commentators have said this in the past, probably Foda for sure, that, like, Ninja is the best at Zeus throws. Like, absolutely super the best at Zeus throws. Always nailing them. You don't see him hardly ever get interrupted by the platform like you see on a lot of other players.
Yeah, he was definitely like one of the first people to really bring that into his play style and really throw it out and be very effective with it.
He's also thrown out a couple of those signatures that we just saw, and they've been in a little bit wonky places.
True.
So we'll see if he's able to maybe clean that up just a little bit. Usually when you see Onyx players, you don't see that signature used very much. He does have a strong signature kit, but it's certainly not every single signature. Hysen knew that Zeus throw was coming, stayed to the left side as close to the wall as he could.
Really smartly played from Hysen to play low and close to the wall. Because of the way that Zeus throw works, it's tight, but it does still go a little bit out there. So the Ninja729 kind of relying on it, really trying to get these weapon tosses, but Hysen denying the weapon pickup. Trying to extend this stock, needs to get more damage. Again, you want that extra credit, and the Ninja729 just disarming himself. He throws away every single weapon he gets.
And that's especially been something he's been doing today, and it's been not so great because you think about the damage output that you have from a weapon toss, it is slim to none.
Yeah.
So you're not really doing anything even if you hit. If you don't convert anything off of that, like you're just kind of biding time. It shows that like you are not certainly a confident player with how to initiate onto this specific opponent the way they are playing right now. He does even this up in terms of stocks. Nice little 2 hits, does miss the side light, gets punished with a down air from Hysen. So Ninja is in the orange. I believe he has Hysen in the yellow now, so again, not too far behind. He could fight his way back into this one.
Hysen there was reading a panic jump from the Ninja729. Some moves will also pop you up high enough for that, but he threw out the N-Sig, didn't quite work out for him. Throws it out again, Ninja729 with the punish. Hysen cannot be throwing these out on the corner. It's just too predictable.
Tell you what, we talked about Blaze's ground pounds with the spear, but Ninja uses a lot of on-stage cannon ground pounds. Like, he will float directly above his opponent, use a lot of on-stage ground pounds. See if he can clean this one up. No, Hysen goes high.
Yeah, and Hysen not going to turn around, not try to throw out a ground pound or anything like that. Just wanted to get back onto the stage safely. Good dodging from Hysen. He's so ready for those Zeus throws from the Ninja729. And it's hard to do because the way that Ninja does it is so casual. He's like littering the weapon off the stage, and Hysen's ready every time.
Now, something else that they might be doing a little bit casually here is the pacing of this game. This is a long game, Duke.
Yeah.
Both of them are still on their second stock, and we are 4 minutes into this game. Neither one is certainly in a hurry to get this one over with. They're trying to grind down their opponent to end that endurance. We're deep into the bracket and on the loser's side, so these players have played several sets today. It's been a long day for a lot of different people here. Does find the KO with the D-Light into the recovery. Hysen going to have just a little bit of a lead. 4.5 minutes have gone by, Duke.
This is definitely one that's going to go a bit on the long end, but a nice recovery from the Ninja729. We'll put him into the final stocks here with 3 minutes left on the clock. No weapon spawns in favor of Hysen.
And Hysen, he's just straight up running. He is running away. Now he's spent a little bit of unarmed damage. He's able to grab the weapon. Man, the average damage per engagement is going to be like extremely low. Just because one hit happens, and then I think the countdown timer for when a quote-unquote engagement stops is going to be over.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the Ninja729 is just dropping that as much as possible with each of those weapon tosses. Recovery not going to hit on the backswing. Hysen might have been looking for that one to put the Ninja into an awkward spot, but both of them still fighting with stage underneath them. Ninja finding more and more hits. Things starting to look good for the Onyx player.
We are 5.5 minutes into this game, and that is not only rare for just the game of Brawlhalla in general, even a little bit rare for EU, but especially rare when there's a Teros in the game. He's
in
has
strength stance.
so much kill potential, and even though Onyx is thick, like, that neutral air is going to be the KO option. That was a 5-minute and 45-second game. Ninja had to do 646 damage.
Definitely had to put in the work to finish off these stocks of Hysen, but still able to do so. You know what? As long as it's safe, as long as you get the W,
Dub's a dub.
It does not matter. Yeah,
absolutely.
Dub is a dub.
All the gold players in chat will be like, yeah, I'm just a little bit more aggressive than the Ninja and Hysen are. Actually,
oh my god, he's so parry. 142. The Ninja729 has a very high light attack count. And every time.
The damage per engagement is not as low as I would have expected. 27 and 34. That's actually looking like pretty standard numbers.
Yeah, pretty reasonable, but you saw how long that went, how much damage had to be put out. Relatively low accuracy on both sides. They were not hitting as frequently as they were throwing out their attacks.
646. That is 215 damage.
Good math.
Per stock. I didn't have to pull on my phone.
I saw you try it.
I was pulling out my phone, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to get this one on my brain.
I got this one myself. Hysen going to make the swap off of the Teros to the Kaya. Maybe doesn't want to be called ignorant anymore, but we'll see how well this works out. Completely different weapon set to the Teros that was just played.
But you have a lot of defense coming out from Kaya, not a lot of strength. So we could see this game possibly go even longer, but maybe not, as we're seeing a lot of early game momentum coming out from Ninja, maybe finding his footing on how to play against Hysen. He's already taken a game, started this game off pretty good. He is a full color change ahead of Hysen, who is in the orange while Ninja's still in the yellow, making Hysen kind of swap back and forth on weapons.
Hysen looking a little uncomfortable, not sure which weapon he wants to play or how he wants to do it. Ground pound again coming out from the Ninja729. Goes for the gravity cancel downlight. This is one of the most aggressive unarmed plays from the Ninja729 that we've seen so far. Throws at the ground pound, still not going to hit.
Now, Hysen has not reported a Kaya this entire year. He's reported like 13 different characters, and maybe he should have reported the Kaya, or maybe he was just keeping this one in the back pocket.
Yeah, this just got declassified. That's what happened there.
I don't know who filed the FOIA on this one, but I'm certainly glad they did, so that we could open the vault and find these normally redacted documents of this Hysen Kaya.
No highlighters in the fax machine on this one. All right, the Ninja729 with the unarmed gets some neutralites. That's good damage. The neutral air, still not enough. Very low when that hit, but another one might be enough.
Oh, the weapon toss.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the Ninja actually extended off stage for that one a little bit. Like, some people will just go for like, I'll just go for the Hail Mary. I'll throw my weapon hoping it makes contact. They actually went out, got close, but didn't have to get too close to make sure that one hit.
Just enough is all that he went for. But still, Hysen able to build up quite a bit of damage there on that first stock. Got that extra credit. Already has the Ninja729 in the orange, getting more. Threatening that gravity cancel end sig. But man, these juggles from Hysen, it's just adding up. The Ninja729 cannot find landing. Down sig. Not quite enough.
So Hysen has a level 21 Kaya. It is one of his bottom 10 most played legends.
Well, again, like I said, when it's a character that has so little playtime but is doing so well, it's 100% a counter. It's something that you were like, I knew exactly what to do in this situation. And that's what happened with Hysen. He's like, I know that I need a bow and a spear. It'll work the best against this cannon.
And that makes sense, because you look at his top 2 most played legends, it's a Bren who has a spear, and it's Koji who has a bow.
Okay.
So definitely a lot of time, even though it hasn't been specifically on Kaya, necessarily utilizing her signature kit, it is still on both of the weapons that Kaya uses.
Going in, throws out the neutral light. Not going to get much else afterwards. Both of them just off the mark. Playing a little bit of a dance game with those jump nairs.
There's again one of those above the stage, not technically on stage, but above the stage ground pounds.
Nice follow-up there from Hysen.
Ooh, that was a good. Is he going to chase in the air any further? No, he actually backs off of the soft platform. It's just moving to the left to go back to the main stage.
Dodge down. Hysen trying to cover that weapon pickup, but the Ninja729 does get it.
I don't know what that
Wild.
was. I'm going to be real with you.
That Mammoth just escaped from the stables, but Hysen going to get the recovery and put himself on the board.
I like to think about a Mammoth in like normal size horse stables,
yeah.
where it would just like have to take basically one step and it goes all the way over the fence that would normally keep a horse in.
Look, it's Kaya. Do you think she can afford a large enough stable? I don't know.
Are you just calling Kaya broke? Are you just straight up calling
She's a child.
Kaya broke? Well, I don't know. She got drip though, so maybe she comes from a family of wealth.
You're right. I don't know the entirety of her backstory, but good damage put out from Hysen. 610 to the 318 from the Ninja729.
Yeah, that's a stark difference. And you also see a similar ratio of the average damage per engagement. 47 from Hysen, very healthy number, to the 24 from Ninja. And actually, Ninja is now swapping over to the Legend's second most played by Hysen.
A little bit of wheel of characters, but the Ninja729 has shown he does have a sword, of course, known for that Sidra.
And I believe we saw the Koji from Ninja earlier today. His bow is looking pretty clean.
Well, we'll see how well it cleans up against the Kaya as we're here in game number 3. Trading blow for blow, but we got a bow for bow going on right now.
We did see him swap over to this Koji in game 3 against Pavelski. He won 1 and then lost game 4 to lose the set against Pavelski. And they went down into the loser's bracket.
Hysen's bow looking a little bit stronger. Just getting more hits onto the Ninja729, but you're seeing the movement on both sides as they're just kind of jockeying for that control.
Here's the recovery. Is that going to be our KO for the first stock in the game for either of these players? Ninja actually swapping over to the sword. Ooh, goes for the side light there. Does find the recovery, not enough. We were talking about the strong defense from Onyx earlier, but Hysen is going to have that as well with the Kaya pick. Spear coming in. Weapon disadvantage for the Ninja.
Interesting end sig from Hysen, just trying to move closer. The Ninja729 fighting for his spot back onto the stage. He talked a little bit about the defense from Onyx, but Koji not really known for his defense. Instead, he comes out with much more dexterity to keep that aggression going. Needs to get this extra credit, though.
Playing at the weapon advantage here. Spawn comes in. Hysen grabs it kind of on the run right as he passed over it and then went immediately to the wall. Spear coming out for him. The recovery not quite enough to KO off the top. That's that low strength that we mentioned earlier. There's the side air. Still not enough to KO, but the harpoon toss. And the T-Rex was there just waiting. Is that a T-Rex?
Yeah,
I don't know.
T-Rex.
Okay, I didn't know if it was.
It's just hungry in the background.
He's just waiting, man.
Yeah.
That was me before we got lunch in.
Hysen, of course, just bringing all the animals of paleontology coming out to help out. But second stocks here still needs to build a lot more damage up onto the Ninja729.
Ninja kind of holding middle of the stage. Nice spot dodge from Hysen. You saw the dash in D-Light.
All right, making the swap over to the bow. Side light doesn't go for the immediate follow-up. Instead, just trying to get the punishes. Ooh, went for the wake-up down light. Ninja729 with the punish. Side stick's gonna catch, not quite enough.
Another weapon spawn coming in. Hysen immediately charges over for it.
Punish. Doesn't go off screen.
Man, that neutral alert didn't even send Ninja off screen. Oh, Hysen just straight up running away. This is getting a little bit chaotic, but not necessarily with moves, but a little bit with movement.
Yeah. definitely starting to lean more into the movement and less into the attacks. Where we saw in like game number 1, it was like 100 and 145 light attacks thrown out on each on both sides. This one maybe going to see a little bit lower, but at the same time, you got some high dexterity, so maybe not. Ninja able to clean up the stock though, does get the recovery, going to juggle and continue going as high as he can to keep that weapon spawn from coming. But there it is, and Hysen's ready.
He knew. I don't. Yeah. He's straight up. He's Neo. He saw the code, and he knew when that one was coming in exactly where it was.
But is it enough as the Ninja729 is still getting more damage built up on the Hysen?
Again, weapon-starving game. Okay. Very important for Hysen. Dead even. Just broke past 4 minutes a few seconds ago. Weapon toss. Ninja's actually able to get back. You see him high. Man, they really hunt for those weapon spawns right around the time that they should be coming in.
They have a really good sense for when those weapons are going to spawn and where they're going to spawn, as Hysen is just in control. Not getting the most damage for this weapon advantage, but still doing a really good job of denying from the Ninja729, but he does finally pick up a bow. This might be his opportunity.
Our Zeus throw's gone from Ninja. You saw him just throw something out, but it ended up colliding with the main platform, so we didn't see it happen there.
Again, the weapon denial coming out from Hysen. The Ninja729 still finding one, still finding damage in the meantime. Has Hysen getting into the red, hits the side air, gets Hysen onto this left wall.
5 minutes have elapsed. Hysen stuck over on the wall. Ninja just throwing out the D-lights and in-lights. The safe moves there. Hysen's able to get back, reset his jumps, goes all the way over to the right soft platform.
Picks up the spear, denies.
Man, that one came. Ninja was right able to grab that one.
Both in the red.
That's just weapon tossing, dude.
Dude, they're nervous, man. This is bracket. They don't want to make the risky play. I don't blame them. There's so much on the line here.
And they both have true KO combo options.
One downlight on either side will be death. The side light, the recovery.
Still not enough.
Oh.
Both of them had the exact same idea, hoping to catch the other one.
That'll do it, though. The Ninja729 takes game number 3.
Sorry, that was almost a 7-minute game. That is some vintage EU gameplay.
Yeah.
Taking us back to the past, and you know what? We love to see it.
I've been saying today, there's a lot of nostalgia in this tournament, but Hysen, unfortunately, going to lose game number 3. Now he's 1 game away from getting knocked out. The Ninja729 potentially continuing on.
There you saw it, man. Both of them were so nervous to get that last hit. Lot at 672? Oh my, that's 224 damage per stock on a character that has not only some strong signatures in the kit. I'm looking at like the down signature, I'm looking at the neutral signature if we're talking about sword, but also true combo options like D-Light recovery, D-Light Sarah, D-Light dare recovery, but also Hysen on the other side, almost having to put out 600 damage total, almost 200 per stock to kill a Koji?
Yeah, but you talked about those 6 from the Koji, and he threw out 2. He's not throwing out as many Kojis, as many signatures as we're used to seeing. On the other side, we're seeing Hysen make the swap. It's going to be the Hattori for game number 4.
Now, I'm sure that Hysen has played Hattori this year, but he hasn't reported it on Smash GG, so shame on you for that one, Hysen. Unless you haven't, and then I'm sorry. I'll take yellow on that one.
But you didn't see it, and you didn't write it, and maybe that's the most important thing, right? Like, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody sees it, then, like...
That's true.
Did it even fall?
It didn't.
It wasn't on Instagram.
It's still standing.
I need to see a tweet about it, at Tree Falls.
If it's not on social media, it literally did not happen.
Yeah. Pics or it didn't happen. Ground pound attempt from the Ninja729. Good damage, though, in favor of the Ninja729. So you can go for a little bit of those risky plays, but... Oh, snap. This might be the stock. Down air does it. Big lead for the Ninja729.
Now we see the Ninja getting the KO there, but you saw over on the left side right before Ninja went under the stage, like Hysen had the power position and he couldn't punish. And then the Ninja went under the stage, which gave Hysen plenty of time to rotate over, but he didn't rotate quickly enough, which, like, you're playing Hattori. You have to do that. And he wasn't able to do that either and really put out any presence on the other side. So it's 2 times back-to-back that he kind of failed in his sort of option to attack and punish the Ninja. He does find the KO off the top there, does push that one actually high, getting the KO with the neutral air.
A really nice chase from Hysen, and that's one thing that you kind of alluded to, is that with this Hattori coming in with that high movement speed, you gotta chase, you gotta push that speed, otherwise that's just a completely wasted stat.
You gotta be schmoovin', and more importantly, you gotta be grooving. Both players with swords. There you see a signature. That one is going to whiff, and you see the immediate punishment from Hysen. We're now 2 minutes into this game. Both players in yellow on their second stocks. Sword v sword. Weapon toss comes out from Ninja to nobody's surprise, and he's able to grab that next weapon as it comes in high and right.
Double N light coming out from the Ninja729, getting more damage built up on the Hysen. Hysen trying to fire back, but it's just a weapon toss.
We are in game 4 here. The score's 1-2, leading the Ninja. Also leading in terms of damage here as well. Getting Hysen closer and closer to red. Weapon spawn comes in. It's on the left side. Ninja's actually able to get to it in time. Has Hysen now in the red, has the bow in his hands. Oh, goes for the side signature. Just barely misses that one as Hysen dodges.
The Ninja729, though, has been clearly listening to the stream as we're starting to see those 6 come out. D-Light into the recovery. He's having more consistency with his knockouts, and that's huge, and that's giving him the lead.
Gonna continue to attempt the weapon starving. Goes for the stare to hit Hysen away. Didn't feel good about throwing his weapon away and being able to pick up that new spawn in time.
Again, they do this dance. The Ninja729 doing a really good job getting those falling nairs on the Hysen, though.
Oh, that one was close.
Yeah, it went for the wake up.
We've seen a couple signatures get really close, but the dodge comes through just in time.
He like dodged along the path too.
Yeah. Hysen's so far behind here. The Ninja could take this one, and he's able to just keep it clean the rest of the time. D-Light side air comes out from Hysen. He's able to clean that one up. Pushing off stage for the edge guard situation, ending that one with a side air. Sticks with the spear, throwing his sword away. Weapon spawn comes in. Ninja should be able to get this one pretty easily.
It's going to take some work, but there's still that potential for Hysen. Goes for the forward movement into the side air. Didn't quite get the hit, though. Currently fighting for that game number 5, both of them on final stocks.
It's looking like Ninja might be able to secure this one. Still, again, a pretty long game. We're about 4 minutes and 15 seconds into this one. So for both of these players, it's been a grind, but overall, by the end of it, the Ninja comes out on top, taking out Hysen 3-1 here in the losers bracket.
Yeah, really nice victory for the Ninja729. The swap over to the Koji paying dividends as he was able to build up that damage so consistently. And then as we saw him bring out more of those KO options in game number 4, there you see those victories start to come and come. And that's going to be the Ninja729 putting up 629 damage over 382
damage
from Hysen.
He has to do so much
but
damage.
He did it safely. He didn't take a lot of damage, so it's
That's
fine.
true, but you got to look at that like going forward. One, you have to look at the Ninja just had to play through that grind of a set.
True.
So he's got to